Sir uh, Sir James is out today because of back problems, so I'm going doing it solo today. So so if you have any questions, just type them in the chat. Okay, I see there's nobody out viewing right now. I'll so what I'll do is I just pulled some records down from one of the shelves on my one of my shelves of my records. Since I do have over 3,200, it's probably like 33 or 3,400 albums now. So we'll start with these. Here's a guy that recently released a new album. That's Dave Mason. Uh, old Crest. Old Crest on a New Wave. I was making sure I was saying that right. This is on Columbia Records from 1980, and I'm trying to remember if he had any hits off here, but well, here's the front and the back. Okay. And next is the Thompson Twins Into the Gap. And this is album with the hit Doctor Doctor on it. And Hold Me Now. Or wait, it's Hold Me Now was the hit off this one, if I remember right. And here's the back. And it's from 1981 on Aerosmith Records. Okay, Adam Ant, Friend or Foe. And this is on let's see the year or date down here, or year or label. The cover's in rough shape, so it's on Epic Records from 1982, and this has this on Goody Two Shoes on it. Next up, another one from the 80s. Tom Petty, Full Moon Fever. And this is MCA Records from 1989. Of course, this one has Free Falling, I Can't Back Down, Running Down a Dream, and several others on here. Okay, next one is kids records. Yes, I had to collect some of them. This is the Chipmunk Punk, and this is from 1980 on Pickwick, and the songs that they do on here are "Let's Go," of course, the chorus song. Good Girls Don't, of course, the song from the Neck. How Do I Make You? Refugee, the Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers hit. Frustrated. Call Me, that was a hit for Blondie. Maybe Right, which was a Billy Joel hit. Crazy Little Thing Called Love, which was a hit for Queen, and then Talk with My Sharona from the Neck. The next one is, I think it's just uh, instrumental. It's pretty much classical. Film classics take two is thing with this album. It's has tracks from different movies, and around all of them that are classical tracks. So on side A, that first is the Four Seasons, which is the from the Four Seasons Spring One, Spring One Allegro, and then out in the concerto for two trumpets, three Allegro. Then is from Victor Victoria, uh, Madame Butterfly, Unveiled D, and from Gallipoli, it has Diageo in G minor by Albioni, and from Caligula, it has the Romeo and Juliet funeral for Juliet from Prokofiev. On side two, I know I might be slaughtering some of these names, is Caliber by with Carmela Burana o Fortuna by Orff. Then is Trid Amerum. It's in German most of it. It's from Excalibur also. It's a Wagner uh, uh, track, and it's Siegfried's funeral music from I think from Gallipoli, the Pearl Fishes by Bizet Enfant du Tempe Saint, and then the last one from Cannery Row. That's from Bach's Brandenburg Concerto number 6, one Allegro Moderato. That's glad to be to have through that one. Next up, Loverboy. Get lucky. Get lucky. This was their second album, if I remember right. It's from 81. This is one with Working for the Weekend on it. And when it's over, the lucky ones take me to the top. And this is from 81 on Columbia, if I remember right. Yep, Columbia. Okay, some more Loverboy. Keep It Up. This is the one with Hot Girls in Love and Queen of the Broken Hearts. This is on Columbia from 83. Sorry, my nose itched. Next one. Shoot, I don't know why I still have the thing on it. There's no. Okay, next is Belly Squire, Signs of Life. This has Rock All Night Long, Rock Me Tonight on here, and Reach for the Sky. And this is on Capital EMI from 1984. Okay. The next one is Dave Cruisen and the New York LA Dream Band. This is this is jazz here, and Oh, I should tell you uh, the year, and it's on GRP records. It's from 1982, and members of the band. Here's the back. Some of these members. I'll read off the members on here. There's Lee Rittenauer, George Young, Anthony Jackson, Steve Gadd, of course, Dave Grusin, Eric Gale, Rubens Bassini, uh, Tiger Okoshi, and Don Grusin. Okay, next one, GTR. I think it's just self-titled GTR also. And this was, I think this was the only record by them. It's they had, of course, Steve Hall, Steve Fackett, Max Bacon, Phil Spalding, and Jonathan Mover. And this has the Hunter on it, and When the Heart Rules Mind. And so this is on era stuff from 86. Okay, Saga Worlds Apart. This has On the Loose on it, and this is on Portrait Records from 87. Here's the backside. Another one with the string on that I'll just take off. This is one on Pickwick. It's some classic country. This is more of a country, a country Christian album, you could say. Red Foley, Church in the Wildwood, and of course it has a Church in the Wildwood, Sweet By and By, Love Lifted Me, for the night is coming, Let the lower light be burning, Right in the corner where you are, Rock of Ages, Shall we gather at the river, and The Old Rugged Cross. This is Pickwick Records. And it doesn't give a date on it, so okay, some Brenda Lee. This is Johnny One Time, and that was a title track on here. It's on Decca Records from, and don't know the year on this one. And by some of the, she does Let It Be Me on here, and If You Go Away, For Once in My Life, This Girl's in Love with You, The Letter, Walk Away. Okay, the next one is King Pitney, It Hurts to Be in Love. Here's the front side, back side, and it's on Music Core Records. It's an old one. It's from the 60s, if I remember right, early 60s. This is a mono album. And it's tracks he does on it. I'm Going to Be Strong, Walk, I Love You More Today, Who Needs It, Follow the Sun, Lips Redder on You, It Hurts to Be in Love, The Last Two People on Earth, The Girl Who Belongs to Yesterday, Ise Domani, Hawaii, I'm Going to Find Myself a Girl. Now I want to take some Have a viewer here. Just put anything into that chat or comments, viewer. I'm here up by myself today, so there you go. Okay, some Tennessee Ernie Ford. This is Christian's album. That album by him. He did several Christian ones. And the tracks on here are Here's the Back. Tracks on here are God Lives, How Great Thou Art, The Old Rugged Cross, My Jesus, As Thou Wilt, A Mighty Fortress is Our God, Others, Eternal Life, In the Garden, Did You Think to Pray, Near My God to Thee, and ends with My Task. Okay, another Tennessee Ernie Ford Christian album. Sing a hymn with me. And down here, the tracks are, and this, here's the front and the back. This is on Capitol Records. And the tracks are on here are Onward Christian Soldiers, Oh How I Love Jesus, The Church in the Wildwood, I Love to Tell the Story, The Home Over There, Count Your Blessings, All Hail the Power. There is power in the blood. When the rose had caught up yonder, shall we gather at the river, bringing in the sheaves, brighten the corner where you are. Jesus loves me, what a friend. Okay, and out of the Christian ones now, and the next one is compilation album. It's TLP compilation. It's a Beach Boys Endless Summer, and it's a gatefold. I know if Mason was watching, he'd have thought he'd like this one. So, and the tracks on here are Surfing Safari, Surfer Girl, Catch a Wave, The Warmth of the Sun, Be True to Your School, Little to Scoop, Up in My Room, Shut Down, Fun, Fun, Fun. I Get Around, The Girls on the Beach, Wendy, Let 'Em Run Wild, Don't Worry Baby, California Girls, Girl Don't Tell Me, Help Me Rhonda, You're So Good to Me, All Summer Long. Okay, Steve Winwood Chronicles. This is a compilation album of it. It's his pretty much greatest hits one. It has Wake Me Up on Judgment Day. Oh, here's the back of it too. And it's on Island Records from 87. The tracks again are Wake Me Up on Judgment Day, While You See a Chance, Vacant Chair, Help Me Angel, My Love's Leaving, Valerie, Ark of a Diver, Higher Love, Spanish Dancer, Talking Back to the Night. Okay, here's a harder song. This is Keel, The Right to Rock. And here's the backside. And this is from where I see it's on A&M Records. Now I'm trying to find the year on here. Oh, 85. And the tracks on here are The Right to Rock, Back to the City, Let's Spend the Night Together, Easier Said Than Done, So Many Girls, So Little Time, Electric Love, Speed Demon, Get Down, You're the Victim, I'm the Crime. Next one's the Jake Isles Band, Freeze Frame. It's from 1981 on EMI America. Here's the front. Here's the back. And of course it has the top title track, Freeze Frame on it. Rage in the Cage, and the big hit Centerfold. Do You Remember When? Insane Again, Flamethrower, Bird of Blindness, Angel in Blue, and Piss on the Wall. Next is, okay, I see I have a viewer now. Go ahead and put something in the comments here. That I'm the only one up here, so okay, here's John Waite, No Breaks. This is on MI America from, okay, it's 1984, and this one has, okay, now, okay, so it's weird how here's the back end, how they show the track listings are here. So tracks on here are 1, Saturday Night, the hit Missing You, Dark Side of the Sun, Restless Heart, Tears, Hiroshima, Dreamtime, Shake It Up, For Your Love, and Love Collision. And another John Waite album. This is White Heat, Change, Mr. Wonderful, Going to the Top, Desperate Love, Temptation, Be My Baby Tonight, Make It Happen, I'm Still in Love, and Wildlife. This is on Chrysalis from 1982. There's the backside. Okay, here's a 2-record set. It's classical music. It's okay. Sorry about that. AC's kicking back on, and I'm right below the vent. I have the vent closed, but it's but it's noisy when I do that. When it blows, it gets noisy too on the mic. Okay, this is from 1982. It's from Pro Art Records. It's a Brandenburg concertos, numbers 1 through 6. That's all the Brandenburg concertos, written by Bach, and there's number. So it shows the artist on here, and it's Gustav Leonhardt, who's like who plays. He's a harpsichordist and conductor. Okay, next up is Stevie Wonder, and it's in Square Circle. This is a gatefold, so here's the inside. And the back. Sorry about the glare off of it. Okay, and the songs are about Part-Time Lover, which was, of course, a hit for him. I Love You Too Much, Whereabouts, Stranger on the Shore of Love, Never in Your Sun, Spiritual Walkers, Land of La La, Go Home, Overjoyed, and It's Wrong. Okay, here it's another Christian album. This is Sandy Patty, More Than Wonderful. It's on, okay. Can't really see the record label, but here's the back. Songs on it are It's Your Song, Lord, How Majestic Is Your Name, In His Love, Jesus Loves Me Madly, Upon the Rock, Because of Who You Are, Yes, God is Real, More Than Wonderful, featuring Ornell Harris, When the Time Comes, We Shall Behold Him. Okay, I'm back in some rock. This is a promo copy. This is Wishbone Nash, Number Brave. Here's the front side. the backside, it's from 1981 on MCA Records. The tracks are Get Ready, There Is a Love, That's Set, Roller Coaster, Number the Brave, Loaded, Underground, Rainstorm, Kicks on the Street, and Open Road. Okay. Now I have an even bigger pile that I'm going to be showing you next. And if I still don't have any viewers, then I'll be ending this. Okay, let me get to my lap. Okay, starts off with the Scorpions. So that first thing, this is from 1984 on Mercury Records. Here's the front side, the back side. And I saw them in '86 over in Germany. So, and the tracks on here are Bad Boys Running Wild, Rock You Like a Hurricane, I'm Leaving You, Coming Home. The Same Thrill. Well, that track isn't, I don't see it too well, so let's see if it's, that's ICD on there. Just trying to, Big City Nights, that's it. As soon as the Good Times Roll, Crossfire, and I'm Still Loving You. So, get that back in. Okay, Robert Palmer, how do you know about? And it's on from 1988 on My Manhattan Records. And here's the back side. And the songs are Simply Irresistible. It Could Happen to You. Never, More Than Ever. She Makes My Day. Changes Ways. Between Us. Disturbing Behavior. Casting a Spell. Early in the Morning. And Tell Me I'm Not Dreaming. Then Air Supply. This is self-titled. Yeah, it's self-titled. It's on Arista Records from 1985. And this says, Just As I Am, I Can't Let Go. The Power of Love. Make It Right. I Want to Hold You Tonight. Black and Blue. When the Time is Right. Sandy. Great Pioneer. Sunset. After All. Never Fade Away. And the tracks on it. Okay, next one. The Carpenters. I Always Loved Her Singing Voice. And this album is Voice of the Heart. And it's from '83 on A&M Records. So this was after her death, if I remember right. But I may be wrong. Yeah, the tracks are Now, Sailing on the Tide, Eerie Enough, Make Believe, It's Your First Time, Two Lives, At the End of a Song, Ordinary Fool, Primetime Love, Your Baby Doesn't Love You Anymore, Look to Your Dreams. Not sure whether I have this in this sleeve or because of the cover or what, but this is Lindsey Buckingham Law and Order. It's from 1981 on Asylum Records. And the tracks on here are Wanna, Trouble, Mary Lee Jones, I'll Tell You Now, It Was I, September Song, Shadow of the West, That's How We Do It in L.A., Johnny Stew, Love Here, From Here, Love From There, and Satisfied Mind. Okay, here's some, now for some new age music. Here's George Winston Autumn, and here's the backside. It's from on Windham Hill Records, and from what what year? 1980. And the tracks are on here are Colors, Dance, Moods, Longing, Love, Road, Moon, Sea, and Ends with Stars. And another one by George Winston. This is, and these are all piano solos that he does. And this one is Autumn, and the tracks on here are Colors, Dance, Woods, Longing, Love, Road, Moon, Sea, and Stars. And now some Genesis. This is it's from 1980 on Atlantic Records. It's a gatefold. And the backside. And the tracks are Behind the Line, or Behind the Lines, I should say, Duchess, Guide Vocal, Man of Our Times, Misunderstanding, Eat Haze, Turn It On Again, Alone Tonight, Cul-de-sac, Please Don't Ask, Duke's Travels, and Duke's End. Okay, here's so this one. This is Bertie Higgins. This is Just Another Day in Paradise, and as you can see by the back up here, see if I can get it so the camera sees it. It's the promo. And this one's from 1980. I think it's. I'm not seeing it too well on the back side there. Well, I can't see the year. I think it's around 1980. But the tracks on here are Just Another Day in Paradise, Casablanca, whatever, Candle Dancer, Key Largo, Porto called Savannah, White Line Fever, The Heart is the Hunter, She's Gone to Live on the Mountain, Down at the Blue Moon, and The Tropics. Okay, another George Winston now. This is Winter Inches Rain, so piano solos again. Here's the front, the back, and the tracks on here are January Stars, February Sea, Ocean Waves, Omar, Reflection, Rain Dance, Blossom, Metal, The Venice Dreamer, part 1, which is the introduction, and part 2. And this is from on Windham Hill Records. And what year is it? I'm not seeing the year on it. It's around 80, 81. Okay, but April Wine for this one. This is Animal Grace, and it's on Capitol Records. And what year is it from, if I can find it? I can't see it on here. It's from the 80s, if I remember right. And I'll show you the back. Back to the, so the tracks on here are This Could Be the Right One, Sons of the Pioneers, Without Your Love, Rock Tonight, Hard Rock Kid, Money Talks, Give Me That Thing Called Love, Too Hot to Handle, Last Time I'll Ever Sing the Blues. Okay, now for some solo David Lee Roth. This is Skyscraper. And this album's from Sun Warner Brothers Records. I can see that. Just trying to see. 1988, it looks like. And it's, there's the back. The tracks are Knuckle Bones, Just Like Paradise, The Bottom Line, Skyscraper, Damn Good, Hot Dog and a Shake, Stand Up, Hannah, Perfect Timing, and Two Fools a Minute. Okay, next, Joel Satriani, Surfing with Alien. This is on Relativity Records, and it does it say the year? I'm not seeing the year on it. I think it's the 80s. And it doesn't show a track listing on here. So, okay, next one. Phil Collins, Hello, I Must Be Going. This is Gatefold. And to the back side. And this is from 1982 on Atlantic. The tracks on here are I Don't Care Anymore, I Cannot Believe It's True, Like China, Do You Know or Do You Care, You Can't Hurry Love, It Don't Matter to Me, Through the Walls, Don't Let Him Steal Your Heart Away, The West Side, Why Can't It Wait Till Morning? Okay, Clarence Clemens, this is from 1985 on CBS, or Columbia, I should say. Here's the backside. And tracks on here are You're a Friend of Mine, duet with Jackson, which is a duet with Jackson Browne, Temptation, It's All Right With Me, Girl, Liberation Fire, Shotgun. I'm guessing that I probably ruined it pretty bad. I Want to Be Your Hero, Cross the Line, Kissing on You, and Christina. Oh, I do. Oh, hi, Jorgen. How's it going? Do you want to come up with me? So just let me know. Otherwise, I'll just keep, or tell you what, I'll send you the link right now. And okay, there's a link. Next one I have here is Heart, Private Audition. It's on Epic Records from 82. This has the Here's the front, the back. And the tracks on here are Cities Burning, Bright Light Girl, Perfect Stranger, Private Edition, Angels, This Man Is Mine, The Situation, Hey Darling, Darling, One Word, Fast Times, and America. Okay, now we have the Journey of Departure. This is from 1980. I can't see the year too well. It's a little blurry on here. 80 or 81, it looks like. And here's the front side, back side. Oh. Hi, Jorgen.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Okay. James' back is bothering him, so he's not on today.
Ah, okay.
So he's resting. Yeah, so
interesting.
So I've been showing some of my records from one of my shelves.
Yeah, I saw that. You showed a great Phil Collins.
Oh yeah. Well, like here's the Journey, and this is before Steve Perry was the lead vocalist, if I remember right. I might be mistaken there. I'll just show these real fast, of course. This is Departure. It has the songs any way you want it down here, and Departure, of course. And some more Journey. This is Escape from 81. But like it has Don't Stop Believing, Who's Crying Now. That down. Oh, I guess it should Make Myself Big. That would help. Okay, here's one you might like. Grover Washington Jr. Limelight.
I haven't heard that much about with Groover Washington, actually.
Oh, okay.
I feel it's a little bit more modern jazz.
This is the album with just the two of us on it. Yeah, I know that was a hit. This is from, it's not saying, 1980 on Elektra. Here's some more modern jazz. Dave Grusin, Nightlines.
I've heard of him, yes.
Well, I think you've heard of this guy. I know James would love seeing this one.
Yeah, I have that one, yes.
Okay. Yeah, see, it's on Columbia from, can't really tell, from the 80s anyway. Of course, it has I Take It Away on here.
I think it's somewhere in 81 or something like that.
Yeah, and it has 70 and Ivory on it. Here's another 80s album.
No, I don't know that one.
This is from 1980. And it has a Head Steal Away on here. And Top Rod Hearts. It's Robbie Dupree. It's a self-titled album. This is a 12-inch single. It's Jim Capaldi, who was in the band Traffic.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Okay, and this is solo album of this. This is Something So Strong.
I don't have heard that much with him, though, but I've heard of him.
Yeah. I think you've heard of these guys.
Yeah, I've heard of those.
Of course, this one's from 19, looks like 80 on Arista Records. And the last one I have is pulled out is Richard Marx's first album,
I have that one, yes.
a good album from '87 on
Yeah, but
Manhattan.
it's a great album, but I think Repeat Offender, the follow-up, is even better.
Yeah, I agree with you. But of course, I'll name the big hits on here. Should know better. Don't mean nothing. Endless summer nights. Hold on to the nights. Most of the first side out, but one song on the first side. So, well, I'll take it back to the two of us. Yep. So, have you picked anything up lately, or have anything to show?
Well, it was eons since we had a stream together, so I have 9 million things to. I'm trying to pick the nitty gritty.
Ready? Okay.
I've had a few of 45s to show. I bought this that I didn't know existed.
Oh, okay.
The Hill Street. I didn't know that it was released on 45. To be honest, the Hill.
Yeah,
Street.
I didn't realize either.
It was, from what I understand, it was on the top 10 of the Billboard.
I believe it.
And it also was nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah.
Brothers Johnson.
Okay.
We're talking Brothers Johnson without Quincy Jones.
Okay.
It's from the Blast compilation. Paul McCartney.
Okay. Coming up. Good song.
Here we have Rufus without Chaka Khan. Keep It Together from the Numbers album.
Okay. I might have that album with that on. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have the album. We have Patti LaBelle, actually. And we're talking Patti LaBelle, her second single ever as a solo artist.
Okay.
After the split from the LaBelle band. This is You're My Friend.
Okay.
And I Think About You.
I'm
78.
not sure if I have any of her albums or not.
78 is it from.
I might have it then, possibly, because I collect a lot of stuff from '78.
I have
From
only
the '70s.
I have only her 80s solo stuff.
Yeah.
Patty Austin,
Okay.
produced by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. We have OJ's Girl Don't Let It Get You Down from 1980, Philly release.
Okay.
We have You're the Girl of My Dreams, Shown Up Real on B-side.
Okay.
We have George Benson, Love Ballad.
Okay. I like George Benson.
This is from a magnificent album called Living Inside of Your Love.
Okay.
Dr. Hook, Sexy Eyes.
Yeah, I have the album with that on. I think I have the album with anyway, but I have several of their albums.
Some, I have a lot of their albums too. Some Gary Mulligan.
Okay. Might be pronounced Jerry, but that being
Mulligan, yes. Art Blake and the Jazz Messengers, Whisper Not, and Blues March.
Okay. Oh, you love your jazz.
Of course. Kay Winding, J.J. Johnson.
Okay.
One on each side. More of Jerry Mulligan.
Okay.
Blue at the Roots and Lollipop. Chris Rea.
Okay. Of course, I've heard of him.
Yeah. 1983.
Okay.
Paul Simon, The Obvious Child.
Okay, I don't recognize that one.
It's from 1990 and the album Rhythm of the Saints.
Okay, I don't have that album.
It is an album where he collaborates with a lot of Brazilian musicians, so it's a lot of drumming going on here.
That sort of like Graceland, where he has some not like African.
Yeah, but it's Brazilian music here, Brazilian musicians.
Yeah.
From my understand, if I did my research right, they were recording on the streets with the microphones hanging in the
I won't be surprised. I have a album with some Brazilian musicians on it. Shoot, but Patrick Moraz, a Patrick Moraz album. He was solo for a while, and he played for the Moody Blues. He replaced Mike Pinder after Mike Pinder left the band.
Yeah.
So, and Moody Blues. And,
Jackson Brown,
yep.
For America.
I like Jackson Brown. I have all his 70s albums. I might have that album with that on because I do have some of his 80s albums too.
Well, this is from 1986. I think it is from Lawyers and Love.
Okay.
Mark Knopfler, Go Home, Local Hero.
Okay, yep. Of course, from the Dire Straits.
This is interesting. This is Shalamar.
Okay.
And this is their very first single.
Oh.
It's very interesting that this is a band, the very first single they're releasing a medley of Motown songs.
Yeah, because just seeing all those on there looks like a track listing on an album.
Yeah, it is a medley. It would be interesting. This is released in 1977. And those songs here are just about 10, 15 years old only at the time. Imagine today someone going in and saying, I'm going to do my very first single, and I'm going to do a cover, a medley with covers of Lady Gaga, with Ed Sheeran, with that artist won't be long in the business today.
Yeah.
But it works then. Edmond Hall in Buenos Aires.
Take it he's a jazz musician.
Yeah, and the interesting thing here is recorded in Buenos Aires, so it is Argentinian jazz musicians.
Okay.
Scritti Politti, perfectly.
Okay.
From one of the best albums ever.
Yeah, I can't remember what their big song was. I know I've heard them.
Commodores, Sail On.
Okay, I have that album.
Yeah, me too.
Great song.
Zarabon.
Okay. I know she's jazz.
CCS. Heard of CCS?
No, but just looking at the songs that they show on there, I know I've heard at least the one on the first one there.
CCS was a studio band led by Alexis Corner that did kind of a jazz rock style, pretty much like Chicago.
Oh, okay.
That they have done the best version of that Led Zeppelin song, "Whole Lotta Love."
Okay.
That I've ever heard. I'm no fan at all of the original, but the CCS version really rocks. So. And let's see if I have show. Andy Taylor.
Okay.
Previously of Duran Duran and
yeah.
We have a prefab sprout.
Okay.
We have, of course, some Benny Goodman.
Of course, they ain't the Betty Goodman.
Yep. This is an interesting one. This is a Swedish band called Hooten and his Singers, which was the start band for Björn from ABBA.
Okay.
This is only their second release, which is a live release from a school in Sweden. And the interesting thing is here that they are joined by Lars Frosterud. That was the band art teacher.
Oh.
That he was the big fan, so he joined them in this all of a sudden in this school live concert.
Okay.
So this one, I checked this one. This is worth around $10 on this coast. We can take full length. Some Tavares.
Okay.
This is the one with Who Done It.
Okay. I might have that album of theirs too. I'm not sure. Well, I have the soundtrack to Saturday Night Fever, and they have some Tavares song on there.
Yeah, More Than a Woman.
Yeah.
City Boy. Heads Are Rolling.
Okay.
This is Lionel Hampton, but not the Lionel Hampton we're used to. Here, Lionel Hampton tries out a little funky 70s funk music.
Oh.
Maybe vibraphone isn't the best, funkiest instrument, but still the band he plays with is really, really great, actually. So very interesting.
Okay.
Lindsey Buckingham.
Boy, I think I showed that a little earlier.
Make minds think alike. Little Steven.
Okay.
I've been finding a whole lot of early jazz. There was a guy who has on the thrift store I usually go to, a guy who have given away his collection of older jazz albums. So I during a half year ago, I bought a whole bunch of 20s jazz. So there is a whole lot of General Morton and so on. This one is interesting. It comes in the category, what did they think of when they did this cover?
Must have been thinking about cartoons.
This is Swedish saxophone player Arne Domnerus and an album called Brösttoner, Breast Tones. I think it shows that musical steroids isn't better than the athletic ones. The album is okay too. We have an Anne Murray.
I have several of her albums.
Yeah, I have some too. Those that are more singer-songwriter styles. The more country style isn't my thing, but
I have the country style ones too. So
Neil Sedaka, Overnight.
Okay, I have a few of his. Like one of his hits from like the late 50s, early 60s. I have. And
I prefer his 70s style.
yeah, I have several of his 70s stuff. Oh, we have 2 viewers right now. Huh.
Wow. I think that's you and me.
No, see it doesn't count us on there. It's others watching.
Yeah.
So
Thelma
maybe
Houston,
some Thelma Houston, yeah.
for 1984, and a lot of these are produced by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. So it's Billy Joe Thomas,
Okay,
aka
yeah, I have some of
Tom.
his stuff if I remember right.
This is the only one I have, but it was very interesting because this is a 70s release, and it has songs by Carole King, which shows it sounds very Carole Kingish in some stuff. And we have Dwayne Eddy playing. We have Barry Mann. We have Stevie Wonder. So it's a very much celebrities on this one, but it sounds really, really great.
Yeah.
Aretha Franklin.
Okay. I like Aretha.
From 1981.
Yep.
A lot of the stuff that I had bought, I have already put into my shelves. Moody Blues.
Of course, you know I have that one.
You do? We have some. I can go so way back because it's been so long. Barbara Streisand.
Okay, I have some of her stuff. I might have that one.
Yeah, I bought it for one. I bought it. I actually I think I got it for free, but I took it for one reason, and it was because it was so old.
Yeah.
Here we have Anne Murray in modern version.
Yeah, I have that one.
1986.
I might actually have 2 copies of that one.
Of course, some 80s.
Oh, yeah.
I've missed that one, so I'm very happy to get a hold of that one.
I bet you are.
And we have some soul singers that I wasn't all that familiar with. Gloria Lynn.
I haven't heard of her.
Ray Parker Jr. and Lee Ritenour is here.
Oh, okay.
So she isn't all that unfamiliar then, I guess.
So jazz musician and
No, soul.
so I figured it would be more jazz with Lee Ritenour.
Yeah, but Lee Ritenour have been doing a lot of in the soul smooth jazz, the more soulish style of jazz.
Okay.
Laura Lee.
Haven't heard of her.
It's produced by Holland Dozier Holland.
Okay. So
74.
So they've produced a lot of good albums.
Not to mention, started a record label that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Another one I have no idea, Margie Joseph.
Yeah, I have no idea with her either.
But this one, Ray Parker and Lee Ritenour is here as well.
Oh,
and
okay.
It is produced by Doziers, Lemon Dozier.
Oh.
Doobie Doobie Doobies.
Oh, yeah. I might have that one. I can't remember.
1974.
Yeah, one of their earlier ones.
More Anne Murray.
I don't think I have that one.
Keep it in touch.
Yeah, I don't have that one. I haven't come across that in the wild.
Quincy.
Oh, yeah. He was a talented musician.
One of my absolute favorites.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Billy Paul.
Okay.
Philly soul. Hmm. More City Boy.
Okay.
Here's a band I learned to like a lot, Mother's Finest.
Okay. Yeah.
This is a live concert.
Okay.
Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes.
Okay. They were good.
Now's the Time from 1977. And it is ABC release.
Yep. But when I hear them about them, I think of Me and Mrs. Jones.
No, that's not them. That's Billy Paul.
Oh yeah, Billy Paul.
Harold and Melvin the Blue Notes is If You Don't Know Me By Now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I get them mixed up.
Yeah, they
Uh,
sound very much
That
alike.
that comes with getting old or old age, should I say?
You tell me.
Well, well, I'm 65 now, so
Yeah, I'm 50. Chaka Khan.
okay. Yeah, and Freddie Hubbard,
Yeah,
Big
this is
Koreas, a
yeah,
lot of good artists there.
this Chaka Khan singing bebop tracks.
Okay.
Very, very interesting project. You have a very early Michael.
I listened to. I didn't care for his music too much. Or the only one I tolerate is the one he sang about a rat.
A
Ben.
rat. Rockin' Robin is here though. Here is more of my band CCS.
Okay.
They do really great. Whole lot of rock and roll. Misunderstood. Black Dog.
Oh, they do Black Dog. I figured the Led Zeppelin song.
Yeah, but this is with horns.
Yeah, that would be interesting to hear.
Guess who?
I have that one if I remember right. I have that one, of course.
And guess who?
Which one is that? Share the Land. I'm not sure if I have that one.
Having a lot of these. Duke Ellington on these.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you don't have this one.
You sure?
Not sure, but
I have that one on both vinyl and CD.
And we're talking about Jackson Browne in the 70s.
I have that one.
Costed me $5.
That's a good album.
Yeah. Hall and Oates.
Okay. Oh, a live album by them. Okay.
Yep.
When's that one from?
70.
So it's
78.
okay. So one with their 70s music, which was
Yeah, Rich Girl and then Sarah Smiling.
yeah.
Martha and the Muffins.
Don't know if I've heard of them.
They are a new wave-ish band. Sounds a little tougher Blondie style.
Oh, okay.
And it also contained a free bonus single. Benatar?
Have that one.
I've assumed that. I think everyone has that one.
Yeah.
And CDs. I found a couple of great U2s.
Okay.
And the other one is in the shelf, but
Yeah, I have some U2, but I don't have that one, I know.
I'm always late to stuff, and this is a band that I didn't like when they came out, but hearing that the latest albums were latest songs from the past 5 years back was actually really, really good. I decided to buy when I saw these older ones on the thrift store. I decided to check them out, and it turned out to be actually better than I expected. I'm talking about the Killers.
Okay.
These are more modern music.
Yeah. Too new for me.
We have a box set with Duke Ellington's early stuff.
Okay, so that's really an excellent box set.
And we have more Ellington. I found so much Duke Ellington. Randy Crawford.
Haven't heard of her.
One of the best soul singers ever. She sang Street Life with Crusaders.
Oh, okay. So I have a couple of Crusaders albums, so...
Yeah, I have some too.
Don't know what happened. For some reason, it seemed like my computer reset there.
Okay, I thought it was me. my icon. Well, Springsteen.
Oh. Okay. Yep, I have that on vinyl.
Chaka.
Okay, yeah.
This is her first solo, if I'm not wrong. Tori Amos.
Okay.
The Boss.
Oh, yeah. I don't have that one.
This is from 2012.
Oh.
This is interesting. This is Atomic Daisy. And I had this one on vinyl. And normally I don't buy stuff that I already have on vinyl on CD. But
Yeah.
I saw that this actually has bonus tracks.
Oh, okay.
So call me stupid, but the vinyl version is now in my culling bag. This one is interesting. This is Madonna.
Okay.
In the beginning. And this was actually the stuff that was released by her former producer, Stephen Bray. That was stuff that she did before her first solo album.
Okay.
Including some demo tracks that was supposed to be finally released on her debut.
Okay.
Got some Bananarama.
Oh, yeah.
Elton John.
I don't have that one.
This is he reunited with Bernie Taupin.
When's that one from?
2001.
Okay.
Phil.
Okay.
The Barge.
Okay.
Some compilation with Hammond organ. I love Hammond organ music.
Okay.
This is Jimmy Smith, Jack McDuff, Reuben Wilson, Jimmy McGriff, Big John Patton, Richard Groove Holmes, Lonnie Smith, Babyface Villette, and Freddie Roach, and Lou Donaldson. Lou Donaldson doesn't play Hammond, so I guess it's South Ireland that is the main focus.
Okay.
A very late Pet Shop Boys, Hotspot.
Okay.
Some really great box sets. A box set with Frank Sinatra.
That would be a good one to have.
Yeah, this one is early ones with
Yeah.
from the days when he was with
Yeah.
Tommy Dorsey and so on.
Yeah, I like his early stuff. I think I have some on cassettes and my tape player doesn't work anymore.
This is the Frank Sinatra I like. I don't like his crooner days that much.
Yeah.
And we have one also with Basie.
Okay.
More jazz. Phil Woods Quintet live. This one is interesting. This is Stan Getz with
Okay.
Arthur Fiedler.
Okay.
Boston Pops.
Yeah.
A live concert.
Okay.
This is really, really great. It sounds very, various soundtracks likes. And that's because there are a couple of soundtrack guys that have been making songs for this one. So this is highly recommended.
Yeah.
Good. A little messy here. More early Jackson. The Cure.
Okay.
Lullaby. Bob Seger, Night Moves.
Yep. I have that album with that on.
Yeah, me too.
I have all his albums from the 70s, and I'm not sure if I have all them from the 80s or not.
Yeah, this is 76. And we have the only single with this band that will ever enter my door. But I like this song, Mott the Hooper, Roll Away the Stone.
Okay.
In Excess, Original Sin.
Okay. That's a good one.
Indeed. Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
Too busy thinking about my baby wherever I lay my hat. John Farnham.
Oh, John Farnham. Okay. Yeah, I have an album of his solo album. And
I think John Farnham more is a guy that I prefer singles from. I think that his albums are a little bit weak, but I think I have Whispering Jack. I'm not sure.
yeah, that's one I have.
Debbie Harry.
Okay.
Kool and the Gang.
Okay. Yeah, they're a good band.
Another band that I think is best in normal doses.
Yeah.
This is interesting. This is Tommy Dorsey and his Clam Bake 7.
Okay.
Tommy Dorsey with a small band. You don't find that
Yeah.
too often. Steve Allen plays Benny Goodman.
Oh, okay.
This is, of course, from the Benny Goodman movie.
Okay.
But the interesting thing here is that Steve Allen here plays the piano, even though
Okay.
in the movie I think he didn't play. I think Benny Goodman himself did the music, and then Steve Allen did the kind of just pretended to play.
Yeah.
Because Steve Allen doesn't. He may look like Benny Goodman, but he can't play clarinet. Julian Cope.
Okay. Heard of him or heard.
Icicle Works.
Okay.
Great British New Wave. Jimmy Smith.
Okay.
More Aretha
Oh yeah.
from the Who's and Who album. 70 Soul with Atlantic Star.
Okay.
So the song is called Let's Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
Survivor, Burning Heart.
I have that CD.
I prefer this much rather than Eye of the Tiger, to be honest.
Yeah.
Billy the Ocean,
Okay.
Stan Ridgway.
Okay.
We have a classic. Shirley Bassey, Goldfinger.
It is a classic. She's known for that movie.
Yeah, and Diamonds Are Forever also. I think she did 3 James Bond
Okay.
songs. Art of Noise, Peter Gunn,
Okay.
featuring Wayne Eddy. Planet P, which is a new wave band by
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Tony Carey. We have Anthem, Swedish Tommy Körberg, that was in the musical Chess.
Okay.
More Doobie Doobie Doos.
Yeah.
Shack Attack with Al Giro.
Okay.
A very early TLC from the first album.
Okay.
Springsteen. Spare Parts and Broken Heart.
Okay.
Graham Parker, Temporary Beauty.
Yeah.
Elton John, Your Song.
Okay. Yeah. I've always liked that song.
Not my absolute favorite, but a great one indeed. We have some more CCS.
Can tell you really like them.
I really like them. Chicane. This was a blind buy actually, because it cost me 10 cents. But what I did like, it was a really great 70s rockish style. I also liked was the style of the single.
Okay.
Blood, Sweat and Tears.
I like them. Save Our Ship is good.
Yep. This is the only middle of the road song that is actually good. Soleil Soleil.
Okay.
And we have Anne Marie on 45 now also.
Okay.
One in a Million Girl, OJ's.
Okay.
A really Philly soul release.
Yeah.
We have Big Country, Fields of Fire.
Okay.
Captain and Tennille, Do That to Me One More Time.
Yeah, I have that on vinyl.
Yeah, I have. Julian Lennon, Because, from the musical Time.
Oh yeah.
Produced by Dave Clark from Dave Clark 5.
Yeah, I have his top like first album or whatever. That's a lot.
Isley Brothers. Jasper Isley, sorry. That's the one who made the original of Caravan of Love.
Yeah.
The Fix.
Okay. Of course, it has song that most people have heard.
Yeah, but I have A whole lot of the Fix. I love the Fix.
Okay.
Billy Bremner, Shatterproof.
Okay.
I have this also.
Okay.
More Fix. I can fix that. Eddie Murphy, Party All the Time.
Yeah. That was a great song.
I think Rick is a great song, but I think Eddie Murphy himself said that it was a Rick James song that just had his vocal.
Yeah. Well, there's so many kids now that would know, only think of them for his movies.
Yeah. To be honest, actually, I've had the album with this is from, but I think it wasn't all that good. This is by far his best song, actually, with Eddie Murphy. The Mission.
Okay.
Haircut 100.
Yeah, I've heard of them anyway. I might have heard the song.
The song is Favorite Shirts. Boy Meets Girl.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Billy Joel, Back in the USSR.
Oh, I don't have that one. I have several of Billy Joel's albums.
This is, of course, this is a Beatles cover, but it is also a really great version. Oops. And I also managed to find, I can't find it right now, but I got my first Beatles album.
Which album's that?
Abbey Road.
Okay, that's a good album.
And I got in. It was a year ago. I went to a friend's house, and he had a huge stack of records. And you can pick any one you wanted. And there was a couple of Beatles. There were a compilation, and there was also Abbey Road. And I felt like, well, I might need a compilation. I'm not that against Beatles. It's only that I like certain songs only.
Yeah, I thought maybe you were going to say you went on a trip to England and you rocked across that street there at Abbey Road barefoot.
No. But then also in that box, when I could pick records for free, was Abbey Road. And I felt like if I don't pick Abbey Road and give it a chance, when I have a chance of getting it for free, I would be pretty stupid, would I?
Well, just think of what James would have been like if you did that and he heard.
He was kind of happy, yes. Rightly. So that was a small portion of what I have found since a couple of years back.
Yeah.
You can make me small while I'm putting stuff back.
So have you finished that book that you were slowly working on the last time?
Pardon?
That book you were slowly reading the last time we talked? Can't remember what group it was for, artist.
You mean Depeche Mode biography?
Yeah, that might be it.
I finished that one. It is highly recommended.
Are you reading any other one now?
I'm horrible in reading.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to the stuff I read mostly is comic books. But I found a book that I do really like, and this.
I'll make you big.
This is Catastrophic Record Cup Sleeves. This
okay.
Swedish blogger that have released a book that he presents his most awful cover sleeves.
Oh, okay.
And there is some really, really interesting stuff here. Like some kind little candy. Or
The lips.
it's supposed to be a lookalike for Ray Charles, but I'm not sure that it succeeds all that much. Is this one of the most best-selling sleeves you've seen? Or would you like to take a little bath with Carlos?
No, thank you.
They look like they're staring at him and said, "You play one tone on that trumpet and you're dead."
Interesting band name.
Yep.
Hux Flux.
They are a pretty unknown Swedish dancing orchestra. Favorite marches
Okay.
for children. Little more light, please.
Yeah.
Little less light, sorry.
Did you show this anytime on Doc's show?
Yep. I have showed them on Docs and James.
Because I know Doc would get a kick out of them.
The monkey seems to say, "Get me the hell out of here." This album I actually do have.
Okay.
Take a shower with the Moonlighters.
It's worse than that Orleans one where they're all shirtless in it.
Yeah. Let's just say that this takes us the step even further.
Yeah. Not only shirtless but pantless also.
You can't tell which kind of decade this is from. Or this. A runaway from village people.
Okay. Not like the Orleans album.
Yeah.
That has to be 70s.
And what do you think about these coat? I have managed to have coat hangers in there.
That's definitely 80s.
No doubt. So highly recommended book. Especially when he writes also. That was Sabrina, by the way.
Oh. Okay. So, have you watched any good movies lately?
I've been very slow on that also. Still, the movies I watch is old Swedish classic. I watched one that I was extremely fascinated about. It was one of those dramas that was from the old time in the outfields. Kind of a Romeo and Julia style drama that was really, really good, actually.
Okay.
But no, only cartoon features or old Swedish. For some reason, those are the ones that I prefer most right now.
Well,
I'm lazy.
sort of like with me, I've been watching old TV shows and like old musicals like with Doris Day and them and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've problem is that I have 9 million. I have a whole bunch of live concerts that I'm supposed to go through, but the problem is that when I see them, I relax, and then I
And you fall asleep, huh?
fall asleep. And it feels so stupid having to go back and watch the concert, trying to find where was I?
That's about like me at times during watching some of these old TV shows. See, I have BritBox also, so I can watch old British mysteries and stuff also. And
Yeah. But I also have a DVD that I don't trust. Mostly I download from YouTube and put it on a USB stick and stop it and put it in the TV.
yeah,
And there I have a whole bunch of stuff from my watch later playlist on YouTube that I'm going need to go through old Swedish TV shows and concerts and wrestling shows and so on.
yeah. See, also with let's say I have a Roku stream device, and so I can watch some old Canadian TV shows also.
Mm.
Because a lot of their crime ones I like to watch.
And you, any good movies?
Oh, I watched one that James told me about it. I watched it's called Fat Man and Little Boy. It was about the like Oppenheimer and making up the atomic bombs.
Yeah, I've heard of the Oppenheimer's movie, but I haven't seen it. It's a little new to me.
Yeah, this one's is older than that. It's but it has like John Cusack's in it.
Okay, it wasn't the Oscar-winning movie.
No, but I watched that on a site called Tubi, if I remember right, or was it on Pluto? It might have been Pluto. But but I've watched. I watch more shows like that, and then like been watching a lot of old crime shows, old TV shows. Like I watch Kojak at times, and what you might have seen there in Sweden.
It was broadcast in Sweden, but it was way before I was born, so I heard of it only.
Yeah, it's around the 70s.
But I had Teresa Vala's album once.
Okay.
And he wasn't the best singer.
Yeah.
Mildly.
There's a few actors like that.
Yeah, I have I showed it previously when in my little box of cult singles some actors that aren't. They should never have stepped their foot in a record studio.
So, like, I had the soundtrack to Paint Your Wagon. Can't remember. Is it Lee Marvin or who is it that sings the song in it?
Doesn't he have a really great bass voice, Lee Marvin?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, some that actually works. I mean, it's interesting that two actors that were in the same series actually so different quality. I mean, we have Michael London who don't sing good at all, combined with remember the name of the one who played the father in the Cartwrights.
Oh, Lauren Green.
Lauren Green. And the song he made, Ringo, that is really great. So
Yeah.
it's interesting how you can see that they aren't relatives for real, because the singing hasn't gone in generation.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was going to say I've gone for an hour 40 now. We do have one viewer right now, but I was think about ending this.
Yeah, I'm going to make dinner. I'm going to make dinner also. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I know you should come on before you make dinner, and then you have to leave to have dinner. And
yeah, the problem is that in this time I'm coming home from work. I'm taking a nap, watch a little on a YouTube stick before I make dinner, and then I set myself the computer. So it's a little different order.
yeah. Okay. Well,
good seeing you.
Yeah, good seeing you. I do my stream my around every Tuesday at the same time, and
I'll be on when I can.
okay. So thank you for joining me, and thank you for any of the viewers that were on. I know the last one had dropped off just a minute ago.
Yeah.
So until next time, take it easy and keep on reading and rocking.
Yep. See you later, Tim.
Yep. See you.
Bye.
Bye.